Greetings, everyone. It's me, Dr. Chef. I'm tuning in on this Friday. I know it is a full one, but I had to because I missed our Wellness Wednesday. So I hope that everyone is doing well during this really tremendous time that we're going through this year. It's been a season, and so I wanted to make sure that I did do my part in coming to you all, even though I know some did not expect for me to be here on a Friday. I used to do Fitness Fridays. However, I knew I had to come through to prep you all for Motivational Monday. I knew that was necessary because we have a lot going on here. And so this is urgent, and I do want you all to hear me this time if you can. Just take a few seconds. I'm not going to be before you all long for real. And I know sometimes I say that and then I get going because I get some questions and things of that nature or different ones that's tuning in. However, for the announcement that I'm going to make tonight, this Friday night, I want you all to know that if there's any other further information that I need to share with you all, you can call in to the 618-388-8100 number, and we can set up a schedule in an appointment for you. It could be a brief one. I am offering a free minutes consultation for those who all that need some support and some wellness counseling during this time, because I'm quite aware of all the different changes that's taking place in this season. Um, that being said, the urgent announcement is that I don't know how things are going in some of you all states, but I am already hearing from California, Florida, North Carolina, different spots, different places. I'm hearing that there are those who are taking sick with the flu-like symptoms, everything from a sore throat, from all forms of aches and pains throughout their bodies. And I don't know if they're going to allow this to continue to air. So I'm going to give you a heads up right now to go ahead and save. There's a save button that's down there, like and share, but it's also a save button here because I don't know if they're going to take it away based off of the fact that I don't hear or see any major news people reporting what I'm about to share with you all, and that is concerning the fog. If you are in a state and you are here in St. Louis or anywhere else where you are experiencing different fog weather and you notice, you look in the sky and you see the chemtrails that's thickening, that means those little stripes that you all see that the planes leave. I have gotten a report from a few of my clients that work in the field that have their radiation detectors. They're going off the record, you all. There is an increase. It appears to be an increase. Let me say this carefully because I want you all to be able to share it. There's an increase in the chemtrails and in the fog. It's been called the radiation fog because of the high levels that have been tested from different ones across the United States and in other countries as well, that are experiencing seeing thick fog in their areas. I personally know this, and so I can speak of it from what I have been told by some of my people that I have much great discussions with. I've been knowing them for years. They're taking sick, you all. I've gotten in reports of at least now 4 people that's been unalived due to car accidents, been trying to drive through the fog areas, especially if you're getting off in the evening time. I also have gotten other calls and those who've taken sick with the flu went in and they did not make it out. And so what this is feeling like to me, I wish I could call y'all with better, but could come before y'all with much more better news, but a more update. However, I'm concerned because this is starting to feel just like what it was back in 2020, this same time, for the seed time that we had. And you all know how that went. The only difference is that we're not hearing about anyone dropping, or we're not seeing, as of yet, We're not seeing anyone getting a jab and falling out on the TV. However, many are catching what we call flu-like symptoms. And they're starting in, once again, in the respiratory system. Ironically, the side effects that come from taking in too much radiation and too many chemicals that's been spread across the United States of America and in other countries. So I want you all to be careful, wrap up, cover your head. I had my hair out this week, and I promise you, I stayed in for 90% of the week. I stayed in. Because I'm sensitive to what's going on in the atmosphere. We had thunderstorms, different weather changes, as you all know, all within just 5 days. And as of tomorrow, even here in Missouri, we will be experiencing, after having the sun shining 70 degrees early on this week, beautiful weather. Then we caught the heavy thunderstorm, heavy rains. I mean, pouring down like we was going to get a tornado. But then now we have reports that our temperature is going to drop and 30. And the reason why, just stay with me. This is the reason why this is important for you guys to hear this. Now we get reports that our weather will be dropping back down to 30, between 20 and 30 something degrees. We will see come tomorrow and this weekend for Saturday and Sunday, then flip again. I know there are some that's already asking, and you can feel free to ask a few questions. My goal is to get from off here within 30 minutes because I didn't want to make it long. But why is that important? If you're asking in your mind, why is that important, Dr. Shelf? Let me tell you why that's important. When the body's temperature shifts, when it shifts like that, where you can't regulate your temperature, your body temperature, it confuses the body. Hey there, Sister Megan. Good. I'm glad you get a chance to see. Yes. But yes, it confuses the body and it throws off the temperature. It doesn't allow the proper temperature of your body to be able to actually connect with the nutrients that you have in your body to be able to help you to process your food properly. It can drive your temperature up or down. And in the midst of that fluctuation of this different weather, some of you all may be dressing like summertime, some of you might be dressing like fall time, and some may be dressing like wintertime. But what I know for sure that a lot of our people are not doing here, and from what I'm hearing in other states, there you all are not covering. And I don't mean a face mask, because the face mask is not going to protect you from anything. You all can Google that and see that just from the manufacturers alone that explained that to us back when we first had the pandemic, where they told you, all you're doing is that mask is you're breathing all the toxicity that the mouth is known for exuding out so that you can breathe properly. You're putting it into that mask and you're holding it over your face for hours. And now you're inhaling back in all the toxins that the body has been designed to release in the air and dissipate. And yes, I get it. You are thinking, well, I don't want to make anyone else sick if you're having these flu-like symptoms or respiratory issues. No, that just means that you may have to stay in and care for yourself. Now, you all know what I do as a wellness coach and holistic practitioner. I have plenty, and now I have over 15,000 different forms of high quality, top brand, the kind that a lot of the MDs and doctors are actually using. However, I can't put all of that out on this line, and it may be smart for us not to, if you know what I mean. Because ironically, when the good stuff hit the market and we constantly share these things, as convenient as that is for you all, and it's convenient for me too. However, we're living in a time, you all, where you can't put all your goods out there like that. We can't, because we have an industry now that's here that's trying to take over all of the high quality products that still have its healing modalities inside of the product. And that's, as we like to say, that's real talk. I show you all back in when back with the pandemic, I still have access to you all being able to call in or text in ordering the For Life. You can go online, or either you can order through me. When you order through me, it's still going to be the same price because I did not upcharge. I'm allowing it to be shipped straight to you all, just in case you forget about it. And then it run between $35 and $40, depending on where you are in your state. And the reason why I like it so much, even though it's not one of my brands, is because it tastes good. It had your breath tasting good, but it boosts the immune system. And it's been tried over different people that have, that no matter what your so-called diet or heal it eating plan is. And so that's why I like this, and I'm not giving it up. Each company usually have at least a few items. Okay, y'all, listen to me. It has at least a few items that may be good for you, especially for those of you all that tune in that may not be on a really good, healthy way of lifestyle or eating, or that's not practicing how to eat to live, meaning 1 meal a day. And that 1 meal a day consists of a high level of vegetables, fruits, your protein and things of that nature. And then because most people they lack the discipline in being able to fast a lot of the excess mucus and toxin out of the body. That's the reason why it's important that if you are in a state or a country while you're tuning in, if you're in a state or a country that has this fluctuating weather, with all of the other reports that I'm hearing about earthquakes in Egypt and different, note that all of this stuff goes airborne. It goes airborne, you all. And it travels for thousands of miles. Why am I telling you this? I'm not telling you this to frighten anyone. I'm making the announcement because it's my duty to make sure that when what I do, that I share the information with you all so that you all know this is the reason why you may not be seeing Dr. Chef on, because I have to keep myself well enough to help keep my people well. And so this is the way I do it. I tune in when I can to be able to share with you all what's going on, because I have much work that I have to do behind the scenes of these platforms. And because I'm doing my best, thank you so much. Add two for you. Okay, I got you. Most definitely got you. So you got two in store, and I'll be sharing the information. I'm not going to put all of my information you all out here. You do have to take it upon yourself to let me put the information in here to call in to order for those you all can. And once again, I don't make profit off of this. What I can do is that if I'm ordering in bulk, you all, this is how it works. So you can explain it. Even though I know those who's tuning in may not care about that part, because I'm not into the price gouging thing. And I'm not going to use foundations and all of these other things to try to get you guys to pay more. I don't believe in that. That's not my practice. Others can do that and be fine with it. And if they're not doing what they're supposed to do by what you all give that's extra, then that's between them and God. But as for me and the way I do my wellness services and business for you all, I want to make sure that you all get your hands on the best of the best. That's my greatest concern, more so than making this high profit off of you all. So they charge $35 for this, and it lasts for a whole 30 days. Now, let me give you a hint now, y'all, for my melanated brothers and sisters. Now they say you can squirt up to 10 to 15 times a day in order to make sure that you're boosting your immune system right away. And they come in mint and orange. But let me tell you something. It takes minty. I love it. Here goes. And you get a fresh breath after that too, and it lingers good. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna sound like that little 3-year-old girl that was doing viral when they tried to check her in the daycare. Let me tell you something. It don't take all that for our people. You squirt this thing underneath their tongue about 5 times. You heard it from me. Unless you stretched out and you aching all over your body, then I say if you want to increase it up to 10, then take 10. But 5, and then stretch your bottle. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. You stretch your bottle past 30 days, especially if you know you're working in an environment or you got family, you got people around you that's not taking care of themselves. They're in and out and they're spreading all these extra germs, and especially if you have gotten the jab during a pandemic. Your immune system is already compromised, whether you're seeing side effects or not. If you're not, then that's great, but you don't represent the majority of the people here. So I'm speaking for the majority. I'm speaking to the majority of our people are not able to resist being a part of another pandemic. Remember, you all, they said it would take between 3 to 5 years after they presented this lockdown and the shutdown in 2020. It would take 3 to 5 years for them to give us time to see the side effects of this pandemic. Where are we at now, you all, from 2020 when we first went through our shutdown here, started in March of 2020. Do the math, you all. It's real small math to do. 2020, they locked us down. Some stayed locked down, especially in cities and states like New York. They stayed down. Different parts stayed locked down longer. California, different ones stay according to your population. And this is part of population control. Let's not forget. That being said, you have a movie out now. If you go on the Angel Network, it's a new network. It's supposed to be some type of spiritual Christian like production or network from what I'm hearing. I have not downloaded it yet. I think it costs a couple of dollars for you to download it. And they're showing the new Fauci. Now I can say that because that's proof right there. They're showing Dr. Fauci and what happened during the pandemic. You guys go on there and click on there and see that for yourself if you don't want to believe me. And you got to wait to see it on the big screen. Then it's out there now. My point is that they said 3 to 5 years to be able to see the results. We saw what happened. Millions died, and there are millions, unfortunately, it looks like, from what we are hearing. From what we are hearing, do your own homework. It looks like, to me, if we're in 2026, did we from 2020 to 2026 double your 5 years? So now it's time for another pandemic. And so I don't take it lightly that all of a sudden now, starting as early on, the information that I was given they started with the extra chemtrails and they started with the extra fog in the month of November is what I have reported from those who work in the outside field. So you all do the math. This is flu, what we call quote unquote influential season time. And you all can look up as well and verify that they've already told you that now there's a recall on the flu shots. How convenient. And I know some may be tuning in and saying, okay, well then what we do? Well, we know they're not going to try to present another jab for us that says C20. We don't know yet. We're waiting to see what the name is going to be, but you better rest assured that as the numbers increase, and I'm hearing, I can only tell you all what I'm hearing. And you just got to trust the source, because I'm not trying to get people thrown underneath the bus here. We need them for the information. Just like you're hearing me now. I think those of you all that tune in know I'm not playing about this. I lost and transitioned 20 loved ones since 2020, really from 2019, including my mother and my firstborn daughter. Now, granted, we have no proof that my firstborn daughter transitioned from this. But when we're talking about things that's airborne, no one can 100% say anything, but I can tell you this much. I didn't have access to what I have access to now. That's far more powerful than the products that I had back in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 24, 25, and now we're in 26, except for this gave me the greatest results. And now we have other products that gives the same type of results. One of them is called the Dragon Blood. And be careful, you all, when you're going out and you're trying to get these things, because now there are those There are some counterfeit companies out there now that are trying to duplicate these things, and they can easily put labels on things that do not work. Yes, I just said it. It's called artificial version. Kind of like when they're talking about artificial intelligence. I want to know what's the original intelligence, don't you? We are the original intelligence. And so now we have to use our original intelligence, you all, and pay attention to the signs of the time. This is where we are now. And now we've passed the 5-year mark since 2020, which really we started seeing the earliest signs in 2018. So we got a little bit of break here. We don't know what all this fog and all of these extra chemtrails that's been put out here is going to do. And then all of these volcanoes, eruptions, and floods. But you better know that it's not sending us anything that's not toxic, extremely toxic to the average person. So store up is what I'm saying. I've been saying it the whole time. You all store up. We don't have time to be focusing on celebrities and other people that's getting killed or unalive. Let me say unalive, because you can't say the other word. We don't have time for us to be worried about what all these other superstars, y'all know by now, this is a distraction. We ain't got time what they trying to still be focusing on what they trying to do to pitiful Diddy. We ain't got time to be worried about what they doing with, unfortunately, with R. Kelly. Because we know what they trying to do. It's a distraction. You ain't got time for the Epstein files either. Who of us that's tuning in now know anybody or got anybody that's in there that's on that island? Come on, y'all. Let's wake up and smell the coffee and drink some tea and heal your body. My new saying for 2026 is let's not be sick for 2026. That's mine. Let's not be sick for 2026. And there's ways around that you can prepare your body for the most part. Even if you did catch a contact of something, it won't be as bad as the next if you jump on it now. This goes beyond just losing weight. Now it's about most definitely losing the waste. I have testings. Yes, I still have the testings that can help give you all the results that you need that could be shipped to your home, and they send your email to you within 5 to 7 business days, depending on when you order your tests. And we got the heavy metal tests. All of us need that because we're in a toxic environment. If you have not had this done by a holistic practitioner or by your MD, you need to get it. And I am aware of these new cheap versions that's out. I can't speak for those because I'm not knowing anything about them being of top quality of labs that is not compromised. I don't know that. So when you call in and ask, what about this test that costs $1.99 and $2.99, I honestly, and y'all say, oh, my mama, I cannot tell you that it works or that it's going to be a good thorough test that's going to give you show you what it is, the foods that you need not to be eaten according to your body type. I know we got the blood and urine tests. These kits come to you. Sister Jamaican, others that's tuning in now know that it works. They got their results. Did you not get your results, Sister Jamaica? If you're able to tune in, she's getting her results now. And we are very precise in particular. Ain't nobody doing it the way me and my fellow wellness practitioner is doing it by the name of Dr. Botanica, which leads me to the books, you all. We still got the books coming out, but because they were misprints, we had to send them back. And now we pushed into February. So for those of you all that's been patiently waiting, be patiently waiting, but they're coming out, but we want it done right. And that's my Thanks Healing book, which you will be able to use that all year round. And then it's also Healing a Woman's Treasure. And I don't have the copy of the 20th updated version of the healing of the medicine book by the one and only the one and only, the genius in the healthcare field, that you don't have to worry about him giving you wrong information, and that's Dr. Botanica himself. We will be coming before you all with different segments to help upgrade you all too with this new look what it looks like pandemic, along with this talk of the Leviticus beast that's supposed to be there in this country, that unfortunately the orange man has snatched up from, you all know the place, Venezuela. I'm getting major reports of things that's under this water, you all, that can shake up this whole country. I mean, from sources that do not talk about stuff like this, y'all. So all I can say is that warning comes before destruction. Can I say that yes, if we move somewhere else that we can avoid it? No, it's happening in all four corners of the world. So I can't give you that for sure, for surety. I just stated we just got in a volcano eruption there in Egypt. The report, we got the video cameras, we got floods all over the world right now. And so, well, you think that this is World War III? I know that they're trying to ignite one. I know that there is a group and an entity of people and several other entities that, as they are trying to have us to go into this one world order, that there's clearly powers that's beyond us that's going to be battling them to the bitter end. That's what I know. So all we can do, as us some like to call us common people can do, is try to prepare ourselves the best way that we can by taking care of the temple that we have been fortunate enough to have to still be alive in this day and time. So no matter what may come and what may go, you did your part. You did your best to protect yourself and your family. And so with that being said, just know you all can call in, and then I put that information. Call in for more information, because I don't want to be before you all long, because I know you all wasn't expecting me to come. So I appreciate those of you all that took out the time to tune in. I'm going to put in here for more information. Text, I think I did put it in there the first time, but no, I don't see it. It must have didn't go through. Oh, you sent it. Thank you, Sister Jamaica. Sister Jamaica got the information in as well. So you all, it's there. You all call in, get your updated information. Call in for your free consultation for those of you all that want to know what you can do, especially if you were sick during the pandemic. Okay? Because there are plenty of things that you can do. I have access to it now. However, I cannot put all of those things online right now. We are working on the website because we want it to be the most potent and the most universal things that you all can use to help to improve your well-being. So that takes time when you're trying to do it right, and you're not just trying to throw in and everything out there. And you're not trying to make sure that people are getting what's good for them. That includes your blood type. I'm going to say this too before I get out. I'm also noticing that there are plenty that have also been telling me that they've been having difficulties getting their blood type. Well, guess what? We have those tests too, and they're not past not even $20. Since Jamaica and others, they are ordering theirs. They have theirs in as well. And we all are trying our best to do what we can. So I'm going to say that my prayers, my love, my most greatest energy is going out to those of you all that have had taken losses already, that had loved ones to transition, or that's feeling sickly now. But you don't have to be. That's why I'm tuning in. So you don't have to be in this manner, because we know better. Some of us actually know better, and we learned from the last pandemic, okay? But the fact that we are in the midst of a war, the fact that we got people crying out saying, China, don't blow us up, don't send the atomic bombs, don't do this, don't do that. The stress alone will, let me show you what it does. Let me tell you what it does. The stress alone with not knowing what's going to happen, it causes adrenaline stress. All of us need to get those tests if you are able to. Let's not take the $2,000 that I'm hearing that somebody's saying that they're going to give us in the so-called income tax check and spend it on not a nail, nothing TV, not a nail, nothing tennis shoe, not a nail, nothing anything. That is not going to help you, because if you're sick, you cannot enjoy watching your television. You can enjoy walking in your new strides. And what I do highly recommend too, last but not least, and if it's something that I'm forgetting before I try from off here, you all, I'm going to come back on Motivational Monday. That's my plan. If all works well in the will, I plan to come back on Motivational Monday to share more information with you all. Because I had planned on taking the phone that I have and showing you all what I have, but I think I want to say that for Monday. But you guys be on the watch when you go out. At least get a scarf. My scarf, you see my scarf covering my head right now. But when I go out, I got a cap. I put a hat on it and I just wrap myself up and I try to take small breaths when I'm noticing that I'm in a toxic environment. Don't let the fresh, cool breeze, if you're experiencing it, fool you all. Breathe little. Try not to be too much in a rush if possible. Get your head start throughout the day. So that way you can focus. And I'm going to suggest copper. For those of you all that's not allergic to copper and silver, if you have copper jewelry, copper anything, get it. Start wearing your copper. Stop thinking that that's y'all. We got to get out of this nonsense of thinking that everything is about witchcraft and all this other crazy stuff that I'm hearing. Look up the element of copper, and you have to understand that that's naturally in our bodies, especially melanated people. It is a mineral. They just took it, solidified it, froze it, and made a jewelry out of it so they can find another way to charge you for something. So, and liquid gold, liquid silver, there's quite a bit of things that we have for you all that in this highest grade, most potent grade that I have access to, that now you have access to when you call in to the 618-388-8100 number and set up your whatever your concerns is for you, yourself, your family, loved ones, co-workers, whoever. Look forward to hearing back from you all, because I can't promise you all that I'll be able to be before you all much longer. I can't promise. You all know I've had to take gaps already. And it's not about not wanting to be consistent. It's about me having to do what's most urgent. Because there is plenty of us out here now. Probably not enough, but there's plenty that's trying to send for warning. All of us are not tuning in here just to get paid from YouTube or just to be able to snatch up your money. These are outsourced companies that I found, that I worked on, and that I've been praying and fasting and really doing some real soul searching for, like, man, give me the good stuff. Yeah, I want the good stuff. While everybody else get nails and hair did and all this other stuff and makeup and body, and if that's what you do, that's what you do. But as for me and mine, as my daughter Naomi like to say, Mama, I said, I know y'all think I'm a little crazy because I'm always calling y'all, making sure that you're taking your stuff. She said, no, Mama, I think, no, we just know you're really passionate about us taking care of ourselves. That's okay. It don't mean I don't get on their reserved nerves sometimes. But at least, look, I'm not calling y'all. I'm not coming here before y'all every day. So thank you all for those of y'all that tune in. I ordered for myself and the twins. Thank you all. As you all see, hey, John Green, how you doing there? Family, it's good to see you all. Yeah, so I'm just trying to give you all the update, because I don't want to, if it sounds like I'm making this urgent and it sounds like I'm a little nervous, I may be. But I'm going to tell you now, it's more so that I just don't want, even though I know it's a possibility, I just don't want to get those phone calls again like I had to experience in 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24. Hearing you all panic, because this stuff can, if we're being honest, it can bring about a stress, anxiety, and a panic. It can. Yes, it can. I'm not going to lie to you. It can. But this is the reason why I chime into good music. And I try to find my peaceful moments. And I share it sometime on certain platforms. That's real, y'all. Because this is heavy. It's heavy. For those of us who genuinely care, that's not making a mockery out of this, I'm not hiding behind religion. Y'all know I work with people from all walks of life and every form of belief system. Because at the end of the day, I need you, you need me, we need one another. But what we really, really need is for those of us who are truly not just sincere. I'm starting to not like that word sin. I really don't. But for us to really have each other's back and front and side to side in this game that they playing with us called life. Okay? Know that you all are always thought of through me. Always. I feel the weight of this world. And I know there's some of you all that do too. So that's why I have to do this. And I didn't want to do it today. I told y'all I'm going to keep it 1 million. I didn't want to do this today. Because I didn't want to come out here in this mess. And I just didn't. This is how I protect and cover myself. So those of you all that have access to gyms, saunas, detoxify your body as much as you can. Keep with your most organic or homegrown form or food, your leafy vegetables for those of you all that can take it. Don't take in too much spinach, you all. There's too much vitamin K, especially if you're taking it as a supplement. Make sure your levels of your vitamin D3, K2 is balanced out. Make sure you're not taking in too much vitamin C because we have artificial vitamin C that's on the market now too, you all, that's made out of corn. Artificial corn for that fact. Look that up. We have too many artificial things out here now that's not giving you an original healing. That's not making you originally well. And so if you all can do that, I can't tell you how many people around me you all already starting in the month of December that got sick. That was around me. Even those that's in the health and wellness. And they looking at me like, oh, okay, we noticed you're not having no reaction. I'm like, no. Because while you're laughing, talking about rabbit food, I'm eating fresh, organic, fresh, non-GMO, not the ones that's tainted, green leafy vegetable food. And I'm eating my fruits. And I'm doing my Yuka app. You all get your Yuka app. If you have a phone, get your Yuka app. Get on that Yuka app and start scanning these products when you're going in these stores. For those of you all that can't, that have to shop in the grocery store. So it's a wonder they call it gross. The first base where the grocery is gross. Y'all ever thought about that? Things that make you go, because they got some gross things in there. Some gross things in there, a whole lot of some gross things in there when you put it underneath the microscope. So, no, I'm done, you all. I love you all. I didn't want to have to come before you all and be here long. I meant what I said, but I didn't want to be here long because I didn't want to bore you all. I know it's a Friday night. You all, please be safe. Check on your loved ones. Check on your friends. Check on your parents. And y'all, be careful and be watchful. Get your copper, get your vitamins, get your best of everything right now. If you never thought of a time to try to eat to help heal the body or to fast, this is the time now. Call me if you can. 618-388-8100. Or you can get me by my email, drchef1798@gmail.com or drchefhealthandwellness@gmail.com. I love you all, and you take care of yourself, okay? Don't forget to save you all. They might not let it, they might not keep this up. There's more and more people who's going to be talking about this.